Good evening to all of you. Now, yesterday we all had on the problem of a spring oscillation from which a mass is suspended. Now, in this system, the spring of the mass is not negligible. Then we have to calculate the time period of this oscillatory motion. Let us proceed as follows. Let the mass of the spring is ms, natural length of the spring equals to L, and the mass of suspended block equals to M. Previously we have discussed that if a mass of block M is suspended from a spring whose force constant is K, then time period of oscillation T equals to 2 pi under root M upon K, where M is the mass of the suspended block. In this problem, we had assumed that the mass of the spring is negligible. Now, in this problem, the mass of the spring is not negligible, and suppose the system is as such. Suppose this is a rigid wall or roof, you can say, from which a spring of mass ms of natural length L, a block is suspended whose mass is m, and the mass of spring is ms. Clearly, when we suspend a block from this spring, due to gravitational attraction, there will be an extension in this spring. Suppose that extension of the spring is L dash, then mg माइनस के एल डैश इक्वल्स टू 0, क्योंकि इस समय वो ब्लॉक जो है वो स्थिर है और स्प्रिंग में एक्सटेंशन एल डैश है. कहने का मतलब ये है कि द मीनिंग ऑफ और एक्सप्लेनेशन इज दैट देयर इज नो रोल ऑफ दिस gravity in this oscillation, as we had already calculated the time period of a pendulum in which gravity has the role. Here there is no role of gravity. We will discuss in detail it. This is the point O, and suppose after extension, that is, this length is natural length L plus L dash, and mass is here is in equilibrium. When from this is the point P, when from this point P we displace this mass at a certain distance, suppose this is x dash, and we free this mass, then we see that there is a oscillation of this block, and accompanying this oscillation there is also the oscillation of each and every part of this spring, because spring is not massless. तो मास पर यूनिट लेंथ ऑफ द स्प्रिंग इक्वल्स टू ms upon L. Suppose at any time the velocity of this block is v, and we take up here a part of the spring whose length is dx. So mass of at distance x from O, at distance x from O, from the point of suspension, we take a small part of this spring whose length is dx, then the mass of this part elementary equals to ms upon L into dx. Suppose at any time the velocity of the block is v, then velocity per unit length, velocity per unit length, suppose this is the length L, per unit length equals to v upon L, v upon L. And so velocity of this small elementary part, so velocity of elementary part of the spring is equal to v upon L into x. As we proceed from bottom to top, the speed of the part of the springs will definitely decrease in the ratio of this, and as we approach to the roof, the speed comes out to be 0. From here also we can explain x is equal to 0, then speed of this part is 0. Now the kinetic energy of the oscillating block at any time equals to 1 upon 2 m v square, because v is the velocity of this block and m is the mass of this block. Now kinetic energy of the elementary part of the spring equals to 1 upon 2 into mass into velocity. का स्क्वायर एंड दिस इज इक्वल टू 1/2 मास ms बाई एल इंटू डी एक्स इंटू वेलासिटी v बाई एल एक्स का स्क्वायर. तो दिस विल बी द बिकॉज the velocity of this part will be v by l into x and mass of this elementary part will be ms by l into dx. So the kinetic energy of the entire spring equals to, we will integrate from 0 to L 1/2 ms upon L dx into v square upon L square x square and this is equal to 1/2 ms upon L into 1 v square upon L square 0 to L x square dx and this is equal to 1/2 ms into v square upon LQ into 1/3 LQ and this comes out to be 1/2 ms v square by 3. This is the kinetic energy of this oscillating spring. Now total kinetic energy of the system equals to sum of kinetic energy of the block and the spring and that will come out to be 1/2 mv square plus 1/2 ms v square upon 3. This is now at any time the potential energy of the system equals to 1/2 k x square where x is equal to L dash minus L. जो स्प्रिंग का एक्सटेंशन होगा वो इसमें तो किसी भी समय ये फ्रॉम x इज द एक्सटेंशन ऑफ दिस स्प्रिंग फ्रॉम द इक्विलिब्रियम पोजीशन. सो total energy of the system equals to 1/2 mv square plus 1/2 ms v square by 3 plus 1/2 kx square and that is equal to constant. We had already discussed that the entire energy of the oscillation, free oscillation, will remain conserved, free oscillation, because there is no any dissipative force acting, so that energy loss is zero and ultimately this system will execute SHM indefinitely. This is equal to constant, this equals to constant. That means total energy E equals to 1/2 mv square plus 1/2 ms v square by 3 plus 1/2 kx square is equal to constant, and this implies dE by dt equals to 0. Differentiating, चूँकि this is a constant, so when we take the derivative of this equation from with respect to time, that will come out to be 0, and this implies d upon dt 1/2 mv square plus 1/2 ms v square upon 3 plus 1/2 kx square equals to d by dt constant, and this equals to 0. Now further proceeding, we get as differentiating left hand side, so left hand side equals to mv dv upon dt plus ms v dv by dt plus kx v equals to 0, since dx upon dt equals to v, and this implies m plus this is by 3 है यहाँ से, सॉरी ये छूट गया था, m plus ms by 3 dv upon dt, this is v plus kx v equals to 0 for every arbitrary v, So now this is only possible if m plus ms by 3 dv upon dt plus kx v equals to 0, and this implies m plus ms by 3 dv upon dt plus kx equals to 0, and this implies m plus ms by 3 d2 x upon dt2 plus kx equals to 0. चूँकि since v is equal to dx upon dt, तो dv by dt equals to acceleration d2x upon dt2, and this implies d2x upon dt2 plus omega naught square x equals to 0, where omega naught square equals to k by m plus ms by 3. Omega naught square equals to k by m plus ms by 3. Omega naught is the angular velocity, and from this already we have discussed in detail what is the meaning of omega naught in the oscillation. Now since omega naught equals to 2 pi upon t, where t equals to time period of oscillation, and this implies 2 pi upon t is equal to omega naught equals to under root k upon m plus ms by 3, and this implies t equals to 2 pi under root m plus ms upon 3 by k, and this is the time period of this system. We see here that if spring is not massless, then each part of that spring will also oscillate simple harmonically, and taking into account the mass of the spring, we shall find out the periodic time or time period of the oscillation of the whole system will be given by this formula, T equals to 2 pi m plus ms by 3 by k, where k is the force constant of the spring, constant of restitution. Now I have explained it in very simple manner, and here we take this, that mg minus kl dash equals to 0, L dash is the extension, so that this gravity has no role in oscillating body. I will discuss in very detail as a general formulae. What I have derived with the same formula will be derived if we substitute these forces also in the equation tomorrow. And today is the end of my lecture. Tomorrow we will further meet and I will discuss it in generalization form very differently, and same I will assure you, I assure you that the same formula will be found out to mt equals to 2 pi m plus ms by 3 by k. That's all. Again,